So the next topic that we have to study is about a returns book. Okay, so there are returns. So we studied about sales book, we studied about purchases book. So purchases book are recording all the transactions, all the credit transactions of purchases. If we are purchasing any product for resale, that is called that is coming in the category of a purchases book, and that is credit transactions. Cash transactions are not included in this one. And sales book records all the transactions that we have made. All the sales are there. Like our own product. If any assets are sold, that is not coming in that category. Any goods, all the sales of goods are in the category of sales book, and that is also coming only credit transactions only will be recorded in the sales book. So returns book means that are those books in which the goods returned to the suppliers and goods returned by the customers are recorded. So if we have purchased some things and we have returned it, maybe there are so many reasons given there. So there are different situations that we may have to return the book, return the products that we have purchased from somebody. See, for example, if you have purchased a product and if the quality of the product is not up to the mark, then we will be returning. Okay, if the product that we have ordered, like 100 products if you have ordered, so like in Amazon and all, there are also options given. So like you purchase a product and like if you are ordering for XL size and you got for L size only, then you can return the product. If you order for sometimes like recently we in our school somebody had ordered in Amazon for a shirt and they send a jacket, so then we wanted to return the product, but they are not accepting because in their means like a courier people, in their mobile they are showing, in their website they are showing that shirt picture is there. And we said that we have received this one, then they are not ready to accept because they cannot accept it. If it is a shirt, if another shirt was there, then they were able to accept it. But they said that it is not, we cannot accept it because it is jacket. Then we again raised a complaint in the company, and they told us to take the photo of this jacket and send it to them. Then they send the photo to the courier members. Then after that only they accepted. Okay, so we make see like sometimes in the shops also when we are having like transactions are there. Imagine that if we are bringing some products from Basti or bringing some products from Lucknow and selling. So imagine that if you have brought some 20 products and out of 20 products some 5 products are not good, not up to the mark, quality is not there. There are many reasons. So the reasons are given like not as per the order placed. So like we have given order, but they sent the product not according to the order. If it is there, then we can replace the product. Not as per the samples which were submitted for review. So like when they are, you can see like if you are, imagine that if you want to purchase some tiles and all, or you go there, then they will show some tiles, some samples they are showing. If any products are there, like any of these products are there when you are going, if you want to have some bulk purchases and all, you are not permitted to see all the like perfumes and all. See like if you go in shopping malls and all, if you go, there are perfumes kept there and one trial box is kept, one trial option, and in that is written trial. Other one is sealed and kept. You are not permitted. Everything you cannot see open and spray it and check. One trial bottle will be kept there. You have to check it that, and when you check it. Sometimes the trial one may be nice, it will be very nice fragrance and all will be there, it will be. But other one will not be that much quality, may not be there. Okay, so sometimes it may take place like that. So if it is not, we are purchasing products and we requested for some sample, and the sample which we have received is not up to the, so like sample is good, but the product is not matching with the sample. So in that case we can replace the product. Then damaged condition. So like we have ordered the product, but the product we received is damaged, broken, or any other problems are there, then we can replace. Due to prices being greater than those in the order placed. Sometimes we have ordered like a 500 rupees product we have ordered, but when the product came, it is they are showing like 600 or 700 rupees. Sometimes it is coming like that. So then we can replace. Then unnecessary delay in the delivery of goods. So they will give a deadline. See like if you are ordering like today, if you are ordering, they will give the maximum delivery date is 8 to 10 days time. So like by 25th of December, they say that we will be delivering the product by 25th December, maximum date they will give. But before that, they normally, so like if 25th December is given, then by 20th they will be supplied. Okay, so if some at least some 4-5 days early they will supply. So if their last date is given like 10 days time, if they are able to supply in 5 days, they will say that 10 days time will be given. By chance, if any kind of problems are there, then 1 or 2 days extra it will go. And if the product is received after the date given, then we can reject the product. Okay, see, like imagine that we are having a marriage function on 25th, and for that like a Christmas celebration is there, and for Christmas celebration we are purchasing some, ordering some product, like at least by 24th we have to get it. So when we show that this one, then we are having some competitions and all, so this year may not be there. Every year we are having Christmas competitions. So at the time of for making like a Christmas competition, for that decoration purpose, we have ordered some products, and we expected, they said the date is 24. So we thought that by 24 it will be reached. But if it is coming on 26th, the program is also over, everything is Christmas also over. Then after that we are getting this one, no benefit is there. So we can return the product. So if unnecessary delay is there, then we can return the product, or any other possible problems, any reasons are there, then we can return the product. So when if for any purposes we have to specify what may be the reason, but if companies will accept the returns, or sometimes we are bringing the product and like winter clothes and so on. If we are bringing like 100 clothes we have brought, and we could sell only 80, then remaining 20 is there that we can replace, we can give return. So that is all, we are returning the product. So it depends on the company. The different companies are giving different type of options are there. Okay. So there are two types of returns are there. Purchases return book, when a business concern returned a part of the goods purchased on credit, the returns fall under the category of purchases return or returns outward. So purchases returns means that the goods which we have purchased from some other shop, we are returning the product, giving it back. Okay, so that is why it is like we are giving to outsider. That is why it is also called as a returns outward. We are giving back the product. Okay, or sales return, when the business concerns receive a part of the goods sold on credit, the returns fall under the category of sales return or returns inward. Like we have sold some product, and this product returned by the customer. Like we have sold 100 products, and in that all 100 is not received, or in that some problems are there, so some 10 product the customer may be returned. So if the product which we have purchased, if we are returning, then that is called purchases returns, and the product which we have already sold, if the customers are returning that product, we call it as a sales return. Okay, so for both these purposes we make a different books are the purchases return book. The purchases return book, returns journal or returns outward book is used to recall all returns of goods by the business to the suppliers. The entries in the purchases return book are usually made on the basis of debit note issued to the suppliers. We call it debit note because the party's account is debited with the amount written in the note. So the performa of a purchases return book has been given below. So there is this is the format of in your book. It is there, the format is given. So first date is there, particulars, debit note number. Debit note number means that's like when you are returning a product, like we purchase the product and we are returning the product. So when we return the product, we like a bill. When they are sending a product, they send a bill. Invoice it is called, invoice. Okay. So in the same way, when we are returning the product, we have to describe the details of the product which we are returning. Like imagine that if we have purchased 100 product, all 100 product we are not returning. So there will be some number of products will be there. So that we will be mentioning like out of 10, 100 products are there. In that 10 products we are returning, which in the name of the product, how many number of products have been returned, details of the products, any like 2-3 products are there to return, then all the details will be written there. Then total amount, like 500 rupees, 2 products are there, 200 rupees, 5 products are there. So like 2-3 products will be there. All the details will be written in the details column, and the final amount will be written on the total column. And in the remarks column, we will be writing the reason for returning. Okay, why the product was returned. Okay. The column in this book are similar to those of purchases book, except the debit note column and remark column. A debit note represents a note sent to the supplier for the value of goods returned by the business. In debit note column, the debit note number is recorded. So like when we are sending a debit note, like bill number, invoice number is there, same way that we are making a debit note for particular bill book, like book is there, in that numbers are there. So that number we will be specifying on this one, so that we can understand that based on which invoice, which debit note number this return was made. So in a normal shop, in a year there will be, or in a month itself there will be 4, 5 or more than that returns will be there. Okay, many times we have to return, and to different companies we will have to return. So in order to understand which one is there, so that is why we will be specifying the number there, and looking at the debit note number we can understand. So as a evidence we have to keep this debit note number. Debit note, while returning the goods, details about the debit note is given. Returning the goods to the supplier, a letter is sent to him for his information and stating therein that his account has been deducted by this amount on account of goods returned here with. The letter is called debit note. It states the quantity of goods, rate, value, and the reason for returning. So these are the data that is included. The name of the product, the quantity of product, how many products are returned, then rate of this product, what will be the rate, at what rate we have purchased, and the value, total value, if 100 products are there, total how much rupees product is there, and the reason for return. All this information has to be specified in that. 2 copies of debit note are prepared, out of which one is sent to the supplier with the information that is that his account has been debited by the said amount, and the second copy is kept in office for record debit note has been following format. So 2 copies of debit note will be there. One will be sent to the company from where we have purchased the product, and one will be kept with the our company. In our office we will be filing and keeping this one. So there is a specimen given there. One note is there, like a smart and sharp. Address, the name of the shop and address, all these details are given. And the number 1, 2, 3, that 123 number is given. That is a debit note number. So if it is like this, a debit note is made, then when you make a purchases return, in that you have to specify debit note number. You have to specify that. Okay. And date of the return, when the debit was made, and in that all the details are there. Against Mr. Well and Goods, New Delhi, 150 everyday torches, invoice number 345 are being returned as the torches are badly damaged. So the reason also given. So how many? 150 everyday torches, everyday companies torches are there, like that torches were there purchased, and the invoice number is 345. On this number the product was purchased, but that product is being returned because the torches are badly damaged. Challan number 76, rupees 8,600 only. So the total amount is written and the manager's signature is also written. All the details are given in this one. So these details are there. So this is the debit note. You need not to make the debit note. You have to just enter this data into the returns book. Okay. So sometimes like some allowances. Sometimes when goods have been so damaged that it cannot be repaired, or quantity or weight of goods is less, there is a difference in rate or error in costing, or invoice, or damaged goods are received, etc. Then the trader, instead of returning the goods, inform the seller and receive an allowance from him. This allowance is also recorded in the purchases return book. See, like sometimes when we received the product, we have purchased the product for 500 rupees and the quality of the product is not up to the mark. So then what will happen, if they will say that you need not to return the product, you can take it, but we will give you an allowance, some discount will be provided. Like 500 rupees product is there, we will give you still like 100 rupees allowance will be there. So you can take it for 400 rupees if some minor damages are there. So it means if they take it, then also they are not going to be, any benefit is not there. So in a low price or any discount or some money allowance will be provided sometimes. Normally they take the product back. If the product cannot be taken back, then they will say that they will give some discount for the product. Or like if imagine that, say like winter clothes and all are there, jackets and all are there, so you purchased it, and you are telling to the supplier that you are going to return this one. Then if they return, then it will become, next year if they keep it, it will become old model. So then the company will give some like 20%, 30% or 50% discount will be given. So you take this discount and somehow you sell this product. So then they will say and they will sell this product in discount. So if 1,000 rupees product is there, then they will give it for some 500, 600 rupees, and they will sell it for some 800, 900 rupees, and in that also they will get some profit, and the company also. Otherwise, if they take it back, then next year it cannot be used. So it is a loss for the company. So that's why they will give company maybe providing some allowance. Then some trade discounts, like when we are purchasing a product from the shop, the company will be providing already, like if like 100 rupees product is there and they are giving it on 80 rupees. So that discount will be also there. So like when you are returning, you will get it for only that 80 rupees will be received. Actually the value of this product is 100 rupees, but they gave a discount. So that discounted rate only we can return the product. Otherwise, like you purchase, then it will be like you are making profit out of it. Isn't it? So that trade discount has to be specified in that. Any other charges, expenses incurred at the time of purchase not kept in mind at the time of return of goods. So if any kind of purchases expenses are there, like for bringing the product, transportation cost or any other type of expenditures are there, so that is not included. Okay, so there is a problem given, we will do it afterwards. So like how to, next we have to study how to make the ledger posting from the purchases return book. If ledger posting, how to make. Okay, so it's the same way like we have made it in the like a purchases book we have made, same way you have to make separate ledger for different accounts and post it into the debit side of the column there. Like if it is a personal account, all personal account suppliers to whom goods are returned, their personal account are debited by recording their to purchases returns account. So will be written like a to purchases return account will be written and the amount will be mentioned there. So the debit note will be made separately, and in that it will be mentioning that this much. Only the total amount, details and all will not be there. Details will be there in the purchases return book, and on the ledger only the final amount will be written. Okay. So if any, how many number of transactions are there, all the transactions will be recorded separately on different ledgers. And purchases return account is there, another ledger will be there, purchases return account, and on the credit side of that, buy sundries as per purchases return book. So all the transactions added together, how many number of total amount will be added, and that last final amount, the total amount which is coming in the purchases return book is posted to the purchases return account. Understood? Then next we have to study is about the sales return book. This book is used to record all returns of goods to the business by the customers. The entries in this sales return book are usually on the basis of a credit notes issued to the customers or a debit notes issued by the customers. This book is also known as sales return journal or a returns inward book. So see, if we are making we made a sales and the sold products are returned by the customer. So the one who has purchased the book and they are giving us back the product. So for that all the sales. So we sold some product, then customers they received it and they found it some problem is there. So they are returning the product to us. So we are getting the product back. So that is why credit. All these are credit only. Purchases book and all these. All the transactions we study like purchase. Cash sale means there is no any return and all, it's not there. Like cash sale normally take place when individual customer, like retail sales are there. Though we are mostly dealing with this one is about a company to shopkeepers are there. So that kind of transactions. Like companies are producing and supplying to the distributors or wholesalers like that. Okay. So these are mostly such kind of transactions. Like if you are going into the shop and purchasing one book, one product, if you are returning like that for this and all, any return book and all, it is not maintained. Company, big companies are there. They are manufacturing large number of products and supplying to different wholesalers and shops like that. Big bulk of products are there. So in that only they will be entering all these type of transactions. Okay, and they make only. Mostly they make credit transactions. They don't make like a direct cash sales are not made because they are regularly dealing with these customers. Okay, so they will be selling one time they will sell it, and after that by next week, like if this week they are like 100 products they are supplying there, and next week they will bring another 100 product and they will collect the money of the previous week, 100 products will be there. So such a way this will be there. Okay, or they will take more if it is like a bigger products and all are there, so they take more time, like 3 months time, 6 months time, like that they will give. Within 1 year they will anyhow they will have to pay back. So 1 year time, up to 1 year, like 1 week onwards they are giving credit time. Okay, so if companies are not providing credit, then shopkeepers will not be ready to purchase the products. So most of these transactions are credit transactions. Or purchases book, sales book, purchases return book, sales return book, all these 4 books are there maintaining only credit transactions. You have to keep it in mind. Okay, sales cash sales are made, only this will be entered in the cash book directly. Okay, so this is about the sales return book. Okay, so let us see the format of this sales return book is similar to the this one only. Sales purchases return book, same format is there, and there is, instead of writing debit note, the credit note is written. So credit note means we have given and they are returning, so they will be giving a slip. That slip number is called as the credit note number. Okay, so sales returns are there, and ledger posting also same, but on the credit side it will be there. So like the sales we received, so on the credit side of the transactions are there, and sales return account is there on the debit side of a sales return account book. It will be registered. Understood?